What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? So obviously, we don't get to see our Eagles playing in the Super Bowl. But we do have a new offensive coordinator. We have a new defensive coordinator. Honestly, things are looking up. I'm kind of excited about the next season. And what's
Hey,
up?
did you hear about Haason Reddick?
Haason Reddick? What happened with Haason Reddick? Are you kidding me?
You want Philly Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you want Philly Philly? I want an Advil right now. I want the strongest medication I can possibly get to get rid of this splitting headache that is the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles are allowing Haason Reddick to seek a trade because, not being in the Super Bowl isn't worse. It isn't bad enough, right? It's annoying at this point. The Eagles have a void at edge rusher position, and it looks like our best edge rusher might be gone. Our best pass rusher might be gone. So this came out just recently. Shout out to everybody. This is obviously Joe Castro on his Philly Philly the podcast. I don't want to be talking about this, but we got to. Ian Rapoport just put out literally like 20 minutes ago. I was live with James doing mock drafts, being happy. I was happy, y'all. But Ian Rapoport said that Eagles All-Pro edge rusher Haason Reddick has received permission to seek a trade following another disruptive season featuring double-digit sacks. The 29-year-old with 27 sacks over 2 seasons in Philly could land somewhere else. So last year we did the same thing with Darius Slay. We allowed Darius Slay permission to go check out, offers, see where he could go. There was rumors. Shout out to Kendall Beck. I know some of you guys hate him on Twitter, but that's my dog. Shout out to Kendall Beck. He was the first to say that he was supposed to go to the Ravens. That was later on confirmed. It looks like Haason Reddick wants a lot of money. Okay, I don't know if this part is 100% true, but a lot of people were saying that he's looking for 30 plus mil a year. And if that is the case, I could see him leaving. I could see why you would just let him walk. That's a lot of money. He's obviously 29 years old, on the wrong side of 28, right? I think like once you turn 28, teams start looking at you a little bit differently. Haason Reddick has been amazing for the Philadelphia Eagles. There has definitely been times where he's been kind of disappearing, and I think that's what would make me stop from giving him the 30 plus mil. Now let me explain. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles have an amazing edge rusher when it comes to Haason Reddick. Amazing pass rusher, amazing artist at getting sacks and getting behind the line of scrimmage and making plays. But what else do they have? Realistically, what else do they have in Haason Reddick? And when we look at Vic Fangio's scheme, we look at the schemes we've had over the past couple of years, while Haason Reddick has still been able to be productive, what else does he bring? I mean, we all hate to see him go in pass coverage. We all hate to see him drop back. He's not the best when it comes to run defense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's still going to get beat off the blocks when it's not speed entailed in it, right? So there's a lot of positives to Haason Reddick, but there's a lot of uncomfortable truths about Haason Reddick. And I'm not willing to pay $30 million to a person that is only going to get me sacks. Now, I understand, and I want to continue to reiterate this. I understand what he's done for the Eagles. I understand what he's been able to do over the past 4 or 5 years when it comes to producing sacks. You can get that elsewhere. And realistically, you need linebackers. You need guys that can fall back in coverage. You need guys that are either going to put their hand in the dirt or they're going to be an off-ball linebacker. And Haason Reddick really can't do either of them. If I'm being 100% honest, he's an off-ball linebacker that only really rushes the quarterback. And it's not to diminish his role. It's not to say that he's trash or that he doesn't deserve a paycheck. He shouldn't be with the Eagles. I would love for the Eagles to retain him. But at $30 million, I don't know. Well, I know that we got a hell of a discount when he first came to the Eagles. I knew that wouldn't be sustainable. I knew he would want more money, especially if he kept on producing. And we're now at that point. So am I surprised? Yes and no. I think $30 million is a lot of money, and it's going to put a lot of other linebackers in either very advantageous positions or in very bad situations because other teams they already don't want to pay linebackers, right? They already don't want to pay linebackers, and he's not a full-time edge guy. So it's different when you talk about a guy like, Myles Garrett, when you talk about, whoever, Aiden Hutchinson, when you want to talk about Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, when you want to talk about these guys that are solely off the, hand in the dirt, edge rushers that are just great defensive linemen that can stop the run, they can stop the pass, they can do a little bit of everything. They're getting paid 20 plus million because of that, not 30 plus mil, right? Jalen Hurts isn't even, I don't think, getting 30 mil this year. So I just don't get it. Maybe he just doesn't want to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Maybe that's why he made an outlandish, claim. And it'll be interesting to see if the Eagles even get value out of him. If you're another team and all right, I have a 1-year rental out of Haason Reddick because he's still under contract this upcoming year, right? I have a 1-year rental with a Haason Reddick, and then by the time he's 30, he's going to want 30. That's not really that sexy of a package to me. That's not really that sexy of a deal to me. If I'm a opposing team or a different team, I'm not saying, oh yeah, we got to get Haason Reddick. I'm willing to pay him 30 mil. Who's really going to do that? I don't think that there's going to be many. So there's a couple of different ways I can see this going. And I'm not going to spend too much time about this topic. We'll let it kind of unfold and we'll kind of see what happens. But there's a couple different ways I can see this happening. One is that we do trade him. We get maybe a mid-round pick, maybe a third, maybe. I think the highest we get is a third in the situation that he's in right now. So you let go of him. That's obviously one of the situations, right? The next one is that you allow him to seek trades. You allow him to talk to other teams about contracts, and maybe it kind of deflates his, I don't even want to say ego, but maybe deflates his wants a little bit, right? Teams start telling him, listen, we're not going to pay you that much, so get it out of your mind. Maybe that just makes him sit there and be like, okay, maybe I'm bugging out a little bit. I enjoy living in Philly. I enjoy playing for Philly. This is my hometown. So let me just give them a good price and I stay in Philly. That's the number 2 thing. Number 3 thing is I could see us just outright getting rid of him, just cutting him. I could see that happening. And why do I see that happening? Because, one, I don't think that the Eagles would want him to play upset next year. I don't think that makes sense. 2, I don't think that he really fits 100% what this defense wants to do and what they ask for out of their linebackers, because that's the position he was playing mostly this year. So I don't think that they really see a fit for him, especially at a high price. So while I think that cutting him is probably the least likely of the scenarios, if it becomes a headache, if it becomes a distraction, I could see the Eagles just saying, all right, let's part our ways. Let's figure this out monetarily. And, you go do what you got to do to go get what you want to get. But I just don't see any other team saying, yeah, we'll up $30 million for a 30-year-old. I just don't see it, and again, I want to reiterate because I don't want anybody thinking, oh, this guy hates Haason. Nothing like that. I love Haason Reddick. I would love for him to stay on this team, but we have to be realistic. We got caught with our pants down, unfortunately, with the whole James Bradbury and Darius Slay situation. We gave guys that are on the wrong side of the age, right, on the wrong side of 28. I'm going to keep bringing that up because I feel like that's when people start looking at them differently. They're on the wrong side of 28, and we gave them a bag, and that kind of bit us in our rear end this year. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that this all gets figured out. I'm hoping that it's just, like I said, the second one that Haason Reddick just realizes, okay, maybe I'm asking for a little bit too much. Let me calm it down and stay in Philly. But you never know. Unfortunately, you never know. I don't even care anymore if I'm being 100% honest. Let's just get to the draft. Let's get some players in here that can, play for good contracts, because this is just ridiculous. It feels like every year we got somebody disgruntled. Last year it was Darius Slay. This year it seems like it's Haason Reddick. So you guys let me know in the comments what you're thinking. What do you want to do with Haason Reddick? Now, lastly, before I do get out of here, we just finished the Senior Bowl, so I appreciate to the maximum. I really can't even explain how much I appreciate all the support that you guys shown throughout this time, whether it be monetarily, whether it just be watching the videos. I appreciate it so much. But we are working our way down to the scouting combine in about 2 weeks. So it's crazy how quick it's going. But if you guys want to donate for that, I still have the GoFundMe up. You can donate to my Cash App, to my Venmo, to my PayPal. All the information is right there. But other than that, man, I appreciate everybody. I have to say that. I have to continuously say that because it's not something that changes. You guys are amazing. I would not be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you guys just showing love. So, yeah, hopefully Haason Reddick sees this and he's like, Joe, I'm making you upset. I'm stressing you out. I'm not going to leave. Doubt that's going to happen, but hope it does. Other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It's Fly Eagles Fly, and Haason Reddick might be out here, but we are out here. Peace.
Everywhere. This is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly was flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, you guys know I like to do this at the end of the video. So if you made it this far, you're a GOAT. Love you to death. Thank you so much. But I want to read one of the comments. If you guys have not seen, all of my interviews from the Senior Bowl are now up. Their shorts and their regular videos. So if you guys want to watch those, definitely check them out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. But shout out to Kataya's mom for leaving a comment on my interview with Malik Mustafa, who, if you guys saw Best of Enemies, that's my draft pet right now. That's the guy I fell for. I really want the Eagles to go ahead and get him. But she said, love these interviews. Thanks for doing the legwork. No, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing love. And if you guys want your comment read, just leave a comment. And who knows? Maybe I'll read yours next. You know what I'm saying? Don't curse too much and don't act crazy. But yeah, peace.